What's up, guys? DRJ here, bringing you some kill confirmed, I think, on hard hat. So, the reason why I wanted to show you guys this round is because, a few different reasons. As you can already see, lagging horrifically, and I could not find a domination server with better than a 2 or a 3 bar. I took my entire clip. So, I play this, and this is the best server I could get with, kill confirmed. So, I definitely don't play during prime time, but if I have to play a game during prime time in order to find not a good server, but a fucking halfway decent server, yeah, this is just insane. Then that sucks. Chug's piss. Also, playing with these guys, and I played another round with them too before I went back to domination. It was interesting. Everyone kept running by the tags, and I was almost wondering if the server had like a mod or something to turn it off so people can't see your teammates can't see the tags because they just kept running right by them. But obviously that's not the case if it's just a normal standard peer-to-peer stuff. Just bizarre though. Something else to take notice of that obviously guys I'm sure you're seeing is the chat. This is pretty typical of I don't know, pretty typical standard ding dongs doing their stuff in chat. So there you go. The MP9 that you see I'm using, I'm just sort of leveling it up right now. If I don't think I managed to kill that guy, it's kind of embarrassing. They're just fucking railing on the guy who they think is host, although there's no way of actually knowing who the fuck is host. Anyway, so I'm trying to use the MP9 in this, already out of ammo for it. The MP9, I have no attachments or anything for it other than, like reduced kick. Probably won't be using that in the future. But extreme close range, technically it will kill faster than, something else. But it has zero fucking range, and it has nasty recoil. So I have no fucking idea why anybody would intentionally use the MP9 over, say, another weapon, unless they're trying to intentionally gimp themselves, more or less like what I'm doing here. As far as most of the the subs go, it definitely feels like, most of them are, fairly similar. The MP7 is probably edges out everything due to the, very, very, very minute amount of recoil and the accuracy that it has at long range. The UMP just has such a short clip, and the MP5 doesn't seem to do a whole lot of damage. I don't know, I guess it's kind of strange. I wish this is what I think some of the downsides are to having so many different guns, is that it becomes really difficult to, just to balance them. You put in, 10 different guns. I thought I was going to kill both those guys. And I got none of them. Also, somehow, I guess one of those guys spawned in. He came right behind me too. That was nice. So, wouldn't matter if I killed him anyway. But it'd be really cool, if they just had more. Oh god, that's nasty lag. More extreme versions of guns. Like you had something that maybe had a lot of firepower but a really short clip, or shot really fast but was much weaker. Like I said, balancing out guns like that just isn't possible when you have 4 trillion guns. Inevitably, you're going to have a whole lot of overlap, and I don't know, I guess it makes it more likely that something's going to slide by, as far as like the FMGs or something like that. Also, like I said, fine-tuning and balancing is that much harder the more and more, weapons and variables you have at stake. So if you have 25, 30 guns, it's going to be much harder to balance as opposed to if you had, I think, 2 or 3. And going back on what I said the other day, wow, like I ate my entire clip. And going back on what I said the other day about like the some of the ping face-to-face confrontation stuff, the most fun that I've ever had in games, I thought was a direct result of, like I said, face-to-face confrontations, beating people directly as a result of skill. I popped out there to kill that guy, and there's another guy behind him again. Like I said, when you like when you die, you know that you fucked up and it was your fault. You know, you have no one to blame but yourself. And I think that you know, as time goes on, it's more and more, it's harder and harder to figure out exactly what it is that you did wrong. Earlier tonight, I was playing, or maybe later tonight or whatever it was. I was playing and you know, like the worst guy on their team, I think he was like a -1 to 2 KD or something like that, 1 to 3. And even those were, you know, really minute. He was like 6 and 12 or something like that. He was killing me every single time I came up to him face to face, despite the fact that, like, you know, if I approached him on his side, which he eventually did, you know, he was really slow at turning. His accuracy is terrible. But if I hit him with that face to face confrontation, he's going to kill me every time because his ping was better than mine. And I think that anyway, it's just something that, you know, in my opinion, has to go. It can't be there. And, you know, the combinations of, like I said, you know, the nasty, nasty weapon damage and the bizarre fucking ping. He just right through it. And the bizarre ping is enough to make anybody basically want to kill themselves. Maneuvering your way around the map, say, in other FPS games, oftentimes, depending on what they were, you wanted to get the jump on somebody. But oftentimes the battle came down to those face-to-face confrontations, and it was all about who was strafing more efficiently and whose aim was on. Because it's one thing to turn around the corner and have your cursor on the guy right as he runs around, but to hold your reticule or whatever you want to call it over top of the guy as he's moving is really tough. Especially adjusting is not easy. But you definitely don't see that in this game. So there you go, just a really short kill confirm clip. Gosh, those rounds are so fast. And stay tuned for more.